Simon Ekpa has been paid to tarnish image of Nnamdi Kanu. Ex-user alleges. Simon Ekpa has been paid to tarnish image of Nnamdi Kanu. Ex-user alleges. So my dear listeners, here is an interesting news you'd love to listen to. Kindly stay tuned as I read today's news. A social media user on X believes that the Simon Ekpa-led Biafra Republic government in exile has been paid to tarnish the image of Nnamdi Kanu, the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. The user, with the handle at Uche Chukwubia F4, stated that the true intentions of Ekpa must be exposed, as they are affecting Kanu's chances of being released on bail by the court. I am pleased that people from other tribes in Nigeria and around the world are starting to see the true intentions of Simon Ekpa, what has been paid to tarnish the image of Ipob, indigenous people of Biafra, and ESN, Eastern Security Network, operatives, as well as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the post reads. Mixed reactions have followed the post. Ipob has made several attempts to disassociate itself from Simon Ekpa. The latest effort came from the Ipob spokesman, Pøwérful, who urged the Enugu State Governor, Peter Umba, to stop linking the group with the Finland-based Simon Ekpa's autopilot group. Ipob insisted that it had no connection with Ekpa and his group. The pro-Biafran group responded to claims by the governor that the police neutralized 27 kidnapping gangs of Eastern Security Network members loyal to Ekpa at various locations in the state. In a statement on Thursday, September 5, Pøwérful said the claims were not only false but also cheap propaganda against Ipob and ESN, insisting that Ekpa's autopilot group and the 27 kidnapping gangs were not members of Ipob. The global family of Ipob wishes to debunk the fabricated and fallacious news peddled by the Enugu State Governor's media office, where they claim that the Nigerian police neutralized 27 kidnapping gangs of ESN members loyal to the Finland-based group at various locations in Enugu State. The claim is not only false, but also a cheap propaganda against Ipob and ESN. According to the report, the Enugu State Governor's media office claimed that the Nigerian police neutralized 27 criminals and kidnappers within 2 weeks at various locations in the state. The Nigerian police and Enugu State government said that some of the neutralized criminals are pro-Biafra agitators loyal to the Finland-based double agent. Then, why did they turn around and associate these criminals with the noble Ipob family? In the usual malicious intent, the police claimed that the so-called neutralized criminals were ESN operatives loyal to Lotto pilot Ipob, the statement read. So my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go, in contribution to the news that I've read so far, I want to believe this is one of the reasons why Ipob would not attain what they are aspiring for. You know why? You know, this thing is just like, I know when I got this, I would be in charge of it, because it's not only Nnamdi Kanu that is fighting for Biafra now. But at some point, you have people around you that they call it selfish interest, because they believe because Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, they can as well attain it too, so that they will be recorded for it, that okay, fine, so person fought for this and he won. But things are not done that way. Yoruba people will say agba sọwọ́pọ̀ la fi ń ṣe kíní kan. I don't understand. So, but for that fact, I expect them to be cordial, not the other way around. Now, Ipob is saying they knows nothing about Simon Ekpa, the Biafra, this thing. So, to me, I just feel most of the reasons why this thing would not fast, even it won't come easy. But one of the reasons why they won't achieve the Biafra destiny is because they have a lot of enemies, and they have a lot of people that are making it worse for them. At times I feel all hands should be on desk whenever you're trying to get a particular something. But when you have people around you, and it is the other way around, then it won't become successful. But personally, I feel what Ekpa should do is just to at least join hands with the Ipob, and let them talk things out, and let them know how to work things away. Fighting and trying to